Hey everyone, it's Tyler Trevorn from Advanced Riskology, and today I am starting a new project where I'm going to be going to cities around the country and even around the world in time to ask people two very important questions. Number one, what is the biggest risk you've ever taken? And number two, if you knew you could never fail, what one thing would you attempt? So, thanks for coming along, and let's see what answers we get.
Drinking and driving.
Drinking and driving.
It's actually this Saturday. I went whitewater rafting.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
That sounds like fun. And how about you?
I guess the biggest risk would be going through the ape caves at night.
Ape caves at night?
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds interesting. That's scary.
The biggest risk I've ever taken. To this date, I'd say the biggest risk I've ever taken, I drove from Portland, Oregon to Lewiston, Idaho at 5:30 in the afternoon.
Probably when I was cliff diving and I went to push off, I had to go out about 20 feet
Yeah.
to clear a rock. And when I went to push, I was going to do a 1.5 somersault to go in head first.
Yeah?
And my foot slipped. And I was barely spinning and I could just feel the rocks. I could just feel them the whole way down.
Skydiving.
I would say like to take in my personal life to have a kid.
I mean, I guess I would just probably say trying to ride my bike from San Diego to the tip of Baja.
Biggest risk I've ever taken? Asking my girl to marry me.
Wow. It sounds like it turned out well, though?
Yeah,
Good.
I'm an engaged man now.
Oh wow, that's a pretty good question to ask. I don't know. I have taken so many though.
The biggest risk I've ever taken, moved to Oregon and got divorced and went back to grad school.
Think back to your childhood, maybe. Like, what were some things you did when you were a kid?
Go to the river and try to learn how to swim.
When you were a kid, where was that?
Vacation, yeah. In Cuba.
In Cuba?
Yeah, I
Wow.
am from Cuba.
I'm coming to the U.S. maybe,
From where?
from Spain.
From Spain. How long have you been here?
6 years.
Well, I guess I took a risk when I decided not to go to college after high school.
Biggest risk? Let's see, probably like living on the street.
Living on the street. When did you do that?
Just 2 weeks ago.
That's tough, man. It's cold out here.
It is, yeah.
Huh?
It didn't rain for a whole week, so I was lucky.
Well, that's good. Okay.
Last year I just swam the English Channel, so that was pretty scary for in its own way.
Yeah.
Moving to Portland without a job.
All right, where'd you come from?
Philadelphia.
How long ago was that?
That was about 4 years ago.
How'd it turn out?
It's turned out great so far.
Good. So you found a job?
Yeah.
Good.
Probably going back to work after having my kids.
Going back to work after having your kids? Was it like, was it hard for you to kind of...
Well, it's because I had stayed home for 17 years and then I
Oh,
went
wow.
to work, so
Okay.
it was like a huge,
kind of like a big change?
yeah,
of-
huge life change.
This is so hard.
First thing that comes to your mind, like what's the one thing that pops in your head, like, oh my god, I've always wanted to do that?
The only thing I can think of is like ask for promotion at my job.
Okay.
That if I knew that I would get it, because if I don't know that I'm going to get it, I'm not going to ask, because then I feel awkward being like, no, you can't have that. It just seems awkward.
That's a real hard question. I don't know that there is anything that I want to do that I won't fail at.
All right. I like that answer.
Yeah. I just can't think of anything that I can do whatever I want to do.
What's like one thing that just pops into your mind, like you think like, oh, I've always wanted to try that, like I just haven't done it yet?
Travel.
Travel?
Yeah.
All right. Any place you want to go? Particular?
I don't know. I love historical places.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so somewhere with a lot of historical significance?
Yes.
Maybe like
Machu Picchu or something.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
That'd be
Or
amazing.
Pyramids. If I
There you
had
go.
to guess, I would go in there, but I'm so claustrophobic.
That's a good one. These are good questions.
Thank you.
What would I attempt? I can never fail. U.S. Senate. If I knew I could never fail, I'd run for U.S. Senate. Although, at the same time, though, sometimes it's the fact that you know that you can fail that makes it even more interesting.
Absolutely.
You know.
Maybe hang gliding.
Hang gliding.
Yeah.
All right.
Fun.
Why?
Just flying.
Yeah.
As a kid, I always wanted to kind of fly, you know.
Yeah.
I used to have PF Flyer tennis shoes in there. And I used to run off the front porch and just leap into the air. And I was a high jumper, and I just always wanted to be up in the air. So I did freestyle skiing, going upside down, and all that crazy stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I was nuts. And but I lived to tell about it.
You did.
So there you go.
And thanks so much for being a part of this.
All right. Good luck.
Investment.
Investment?
Yeah.
All right, like
a
financial
high,
investment.
Yeah, like a high risk financial investment.
Okay.
Probably to have another business.
Probably the most ambitious building project in the world.
I can never fail. I don't know how to answer that.
If I could never fail, what one thing would I never? Let's see.
What would you attempt?
See, I don't think that. I think the fact that you can fail is the reason you attempt.
It makes it worth it.
It makes it worth it.
Certainly. Okay.
So I don't think I can name that.
All right. What's one thing that you want to do that you're afraid to do right now?
That I'm afraid to do? Quit my job.
Quit your job. All right.
Even though I already did it once.
That's
and
it.
2 other jobs came rolling in.
I would say I would be famous.
You'd be famous?
Yeah.
Do you know what you'd be famous for?
Probably art.
Art?
Yeah.
Are you an artist right now? Yeah. What do you do?
I do like sculpture and
Sculpture, okay.
mixed media,
Very nice.
all kinds of things.
It's a tough question, I know. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you want something like specific or
No, I want whatever comes to your mind first.
What comes to my mind? Maybe I would not be so scared of people and of not be so scared of not being accepted. I wouldn't be as scared of not being accepted.
Interesting. Well, you took a risk today saying yes to this little interview.
Yes.
I think I would try to fix the impact that we have as humans
Do we,
on
like-
this earth, because I think we're awful.
One thing would I attempt to do if I knew I could never fail? I would find love, that's probably it.
You'd find love?
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, if you knew you could never fail, that's really open-ended, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah. Sure. No, I got you.
it's idealistic, so.
I have no idea, actually.
Tough one, huh?
Yeah, I've never thought about that.
Think like really big. Think like far beyond.
I'd
Like-
probably quit my job and take whatever savings I have and travel for 6 months.
All right.
And then reevaluate when I got home.
Fly?
Yeah.
Like
Fly.
fly like in a plane, or fly
No,
like just
fly
jump off a
like-
cliff and like try to fly?
Jump off and try to fly. If I could feel that, I'd probably try to do that.
And think like way beyond like anything you've ever like considered before.
I would open up like an addiction center.
An addiction center for women. Okay. To help them like recover from addiction? Gotcha.